Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I want to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so today I am super excited to be sharing with you the room refresh that I just did on my 13-year-old son's bedroom. Alright, so we did a refresh. This was not a total overhaul, but the room looks completely different. We added some custom artwork, we did some painting, I kind of finished up some projects that needed to be finished. We changed out lighting and things like that. But before we get into all of that, I want to share with you the product that inspired this room refresh. The product that I'm talking about is a custom poster from the company Mapiful. Now, Mapiful is a company online. You go to their website and you can create a custom poster. They have two different kinds of posters. They have a classic map type poster, and then they also have a star map poster. Now, I am a huge sucker for anything that you can customize. I am all about making things personal. Mapiful did reach out to me to see if I would be interested in creating a custom poster for myself, and they would give it to me in exchange for a review and for me to share with you, my viewers. When they reached out to me, y'all, I was super excited because I already knew that I liked their products. I have been seeing the Mapiful posters on Instagram and YouTube for years, so this was super, super exciting, and I knew that it would be something that I would be excited to share with y'all because y'all, the holidays are coming, Christmas is coming, and these make wonderful gifts. Everybody likes gifts that have been customized just for them. You can create two different kinds of posters on the Mapiful website. They have what they call like a classic map, and then they also have a star map. So first let's talk about the classic map. All right, so what you do is you put in, like you can put in a street name or a city or a state or a country or whatever it is, and they create like a map view of that area. It's gonna have the coordinates on there, and then you also get to customize like the look of the map. You get to pick out the color, you get to pick out the wording. Everything about this is super customizable. The star map is also really cool. It's a map of the stars in the sky on a particular date in a certain place. So say you wanted to create a gift or a really cool poster to put in your kids' rooms. You could put in the city they were born in, and then the date that they were born, and the poster would be what the stars look like in the sky at that place on that day. How cool is that? So like I said, everything is super customizable. You can change the wording. There's different fonts and styles and things like that to choose from. So it is super, super fun. I knew that I wanted to create something special for Cade's room because like I said, I've really been wanting to do some things in his room, and I knew that this would give me the motivation to do it. So when I started thinking about my son, there are several things that come to mind. He really enjoys music. He plays the guitar, he sings, he plays other instruments as well, but the guitar is his main instrument. And he also enjoys water sports. We enjoy going to lakes. My kids like to wakeboard and ski and things like that. So when I think of my son, I think of music and I think of water. When I went to the website, I noticed that they had a nautical option for the poster. So I just put in the state of Alabama because that's the state that we live in. And there's several lakes that we've been to. There's a lot of lakes in Alabama that we would like to go to ski. But I thought it would be really cool to just create a poster for the whole state of Alabama so that we could see all of the different lakes and rivers and things like that. One of the things that I really liked about the nautical poster is that you could actually put in just the state of Alabama and actually see the whole state with the borders and everything. So instead of putting Alabama down at the bottom, I chose to have it say Bama, and then underneath Bama it says Sweet Home Alabama. Again, my kid, he plays the guitar, he's from Alabama, and you gotta know one of his favorite songs is Sweet Home Alabama. I just thought it was fitting for his room, and it just kind of brought two of the things that he really enjoys together: water and music. Alright, so Cade's room is upstairs. It's a big room. It was just kind of a big blank gray box. He already had nice wood furniture in there. We replaced his bed a couple years ago with just a black metal day bed. That is something that we are still happy with. Because the room is so big and just kind of felt like a big gray box, we decided to create somewhat of a feature wall. So the wall behind his bed, we decided to paint that a really pretty blue color. Now I can't tell you what color blue this is because I have no idea. It's a blue that has been in my cabinet for a very long time. I had enough of the paint. The code was no longer on the can, but it was a color that I knew we liked. I knew we had enough paint. And since I already had it, I just decided to go with it and kind of use that as our jumping off point. He did already have the American flag on the wall, but I thought it would look really good on the blue background. So that's kind of the feature wall. So now behind his bed, he's got a blue wall with the American flag and then also the beautiful map of Alabama from Mapiful. My goal for his room was to really include him in all of the decisions. Y'all, he doesn't want a room that looks like it came off of Instagram or Pinterest or in a magazine. He is a 13-year-old boy. He wants guitars everywhere. He wants flags everywhere. He wants his wakeboard in his room. He wants just things to be his own kind of way, and I'm totally okay with that. My goal, though, was to kind of make everything look more finished and to kind of bring things together just a little bit more. We weren't going for perfectly matchy or any kind of theme or anything like that. Most things in his room tell some kind of story, or they are something that are super important to him, something that he uses, things like that. He decided that he did want his wakeboard in his room. At first I wasn't sure because, oh my goodness, that thing is fluorescent yellow, but y'all, it's something that he enjoys. He likes it. He likes the way it looked, and honestly, I really kind of like the way it ended up looking in there, because it is very him. All right, so over on this wall, this is the wall that I needed to update the trim on. I finally painted that. You can see that we have all of his guitars hung up. The other thing that we finally did was added blinds. Y'all, he had just kind of had some random curtains hanging in here. I left up the curtain rod because I'm not sure if we're going to put some kind of curtains back up. I don't think that we are, so I will probably end up taking the curtain rod down, but I just wanted to leave it for a little while just to be sure. But the blinds just kind of streamline the look. They're just simple, made a huge difference. His desk also got a facelift. It was kind of beat up on top, so I just painted it. I painted a layer of chalk paint first, and then I painted it black, polyurethane it, and it turned out really, really well. And then we kind of created a gallery wall. On the gallery wall, we hung up his ukulele. That was like one of his first instruments that he started playing when he was really young. And then I framed a picture of him that I took one day when we were at the lake. It's him with his wakeboard. The water was gorgeous that day, and the picture just turned out really cool. So I decided to frame that. Above that, he just made a simple shelf with some little L brackets. And then we hung up his Cade sign. This is a light up sign that he got from a friend that is older than him that's also named Cade, so it was kind of passed down to him. It's a baseball sign. He's not really like into baseball, but it lights up. It's his name, so it's pretty cool. The other thing that I did in here is I finally finished some of the painting that I just never got around to. There was one wall where I had never finished painting the trim, so I did that. His bathroom door and his door like that goes to the hallway. Both of those doors needed to be painted. The one to the bathroom, it also needed a new doorknob. We replaced all of the doorknobs except for that one. Not really sure why we didn't replace that one. But I went ahead and got a new one so that when his door is closed, it's a nice pretty white door now. It's got a nicer handle on it. It's not like a big thing, but it really makes a difference in the way the room looks. Right here under the TV, I really wanted to upgrade this entertainment center type piece. It was a coffee table. I decided that I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I was having a hard time finding something that really fit exactly what we wanted for there. So I decided to use some things that we already had. We had some cement blocks and boards out in the garage. I did end up having to purchase some more cement blocks, but I purchased some black paint, and we really just made a custom entertainment center for him using cement blocks, boards that we already had, and some paint that I purchased. It was very inexpensive. It's definitely fits kind of the vibe of his room. He's, like I said, he's 13. He thinks this is really cool. It had plenty of room for his DVDs and game systems and all of those things, and he can add to it. He can take things away, like if he needed to make it taller or shorter or whatever. We're not locked into this forever, so if we do find something later that we want to upgrade to, we don't have a lot of time or money put into this, so it'll be easy to change. All right, so moving around to his dresser area, I just kind of neatened this space up a little bit. He already had these prints here. These are special to him, y'all. I told y'all that everything in his room really has a purpose or a memory, or it's special, or it's something that he uses. These belong to his grandfather. They are trams from Prague, Czech Republic, so these are super special. Right next to that, you're going to see these shelves in the corner. Now, these were inspired by something that I found online. I will leave a link in the description box down below so that you can see where I found the inspiration from these. But my son actually built these several months ago. He and his brother were really into making things out of wood and just doing all kinds of things. So I was like, seriously, if you want to make something, these would be really cool for your room. So they made these with just scrap wood that they found. They stained them and hung them up, and I thought they turned out really cute because it was just kind of a nice little area for him to display some items, and I really like the warmth that the wood adds to the room. All right, so moving to this part of the room, you can see that I painted his closet doors. This made such a difference in here. The closet doors were white. They desperately needed to be painted, but I decided that instead of painting them white, I was going to paint them black. I felt like it was going to add a little bit of drama to the room. I also changed out the hardware. Super happy with how these turned out. All right, so we finally upgraded the light in here. Y'all, the ceiling fan in here was awful. Super old, super ugly, super dated. The little globe things were kind of florally looking. It was all white. It hung down too far in the room. It was terrible. This is what he picked out. It's not super custom or anything like that, but he really liked it. So we purchased it. My husband hung it up in here. And wow, what a difference lighting makes in a room. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am super happy with how my son's room turned out. The most important part is that he is super happy with how everything turned out. He really likes his new map from Mapiful. It looks great on his new blue wall. He enjoys having his guitars hung up and his light and just everything feeling like it's nice and cohesive now. Thank you again to Mapiful for sending us the poster. Y'all make sure you check out their website. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider hitting that red subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys soon.